you're down and keep communicating on a daily basis. And you work Usana SDI around your business. Also, like say if you were doing the champions, you would grow very fast. Your button is ready.
I increased 2 times.
So if you join the champions, then what would happen is that would stretch you because it's going to make you stretch. Now, most people want to play safe. They don't want to do the champion because they want to. They don't want accountability. But if you want to grow, we created the champions to develop leaders so people within 3 to 6 months their business will explode because you take on a little bit more responsibility. And remember, we are a team, so we're here to develop and unleash you as a leader. Your job is to follow what we're putting out there, because when you do it and then people see the difference in you, they'll follow you. Then your team will go in the champions, and then we help you develop your leader. But how can we develop your leader if we don't develop you? As a leader, you need to go first. But if you go, oh no, I don't want to do the champion, I don't want to be responsible, I just want to be successful, and I'll do 3 4 hours a week. But how come it's not success? Because you're not all in. You need to have an all in, hungry, committed, passionate, excited energy. And when you do that and you're telling your story and get your story amazing and work on your stories, you'll be a magnet. The story is like a magnet. Honestly, everybody I know right now who's telling stories, they're getting results. And it's effortless. It's fun. It's easy. It's light because the story is like a magnet. But one of the things with you is you have this um, heavy self talk going on where you're trying to act happy, but you're inside, you're not. You're talking maybe down to yourself. And we need to work on that part also. You have to generate your energy. And the only way to get energy is to take action. Thinking makes people lose their energy. The people who become passionate is because they're always in action, whether it's go to the gym or go for a walk or eat healthy food or call somebody. Every time you take action, it creates momentum. Motion creates emotion and energy, and then that creates magnet. And so if you just start moving, you start feeling good. Just jumping on a treadmill for 30 minutes would make you feel good. Just eating something clean and healthy and drinking good water will make you feel good. All these little habits build self-love and self-respect. But how hungry are you? Are you tired, sick and tired, and sick and tired of repeating the same thing? Because if you don't get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You just keep repeating it. That's why some people be in the business for 3 4 years, and then they finally get tired of screwing around, and then they start taking it serious, or they quit and go back to shitty life anyway. So, can you see that you've grown a lot since you've been with us? I can't hear you. You're on mute. So tell me, what's the difference in your life now to what it was before you joined with us? What's the difference in your life? Yeah. And what difference have you seen in your relationships with your family? And have you noticed your relationship is better? That's good. You're learning to be in the shoes of the other person. That's when you become a good team player because you become a we mindset, not an I mindset. The people who get success fast, they have the context of we. We are great. Teamwork, loyalty. How can I serve the team? How can I serve my children, my wife, my daughter, my how can I serve my SDI family? How can I serve the people who go, nah, nah, I'm not going to do the talk. You can do it. I just focus on me. They won't ever be successful because they're I people. I people are selfish. Doesn't mean it be that you don't take care of what's important. Having the mindset of we creates loyalty, service to others. You build financial freedom because your mindset is we. How can I serve SDI? Because as SDI served you, Has STI changed your life? So that's why you got the choice. You can come and take, or you can give back. And the people who give back create good karma. It's because it's going round. It's going round in a circle. Giving creates giving, creates giving, creates giving, creates abundance, creates confidence, creates love, loyalty. Everything goes up because everybody's thinking on how can I serve each other. Now, the opposite of that is what can I get? What can I get? Poor me. I want. Oh, you don't care about me. And then it's me, 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 me. And that's why people don't have good marriage. That's why people don't have good relationship because they're self-absorbed. It's not that they're wrong. It's just ego. When you become spiritual and we focused, oh my God, everything becomes amazing. Families happy, relationships have got respect, there's caring, and people listen to each other. They don't roll their eyes. They're just because there's respect. And that's to me is the context that we need to be successful. If we just go, oh, my feelings, me, poor me, that's self, I. How come I don't get what I got? How come I not got this? Why me? Or the government's this? And everybody's blaming. Once we go, I'm 100% responsible for my results. I'm 100% responsible for my happiness. I'm 100% responsible for what's in my bank account. We all get whatever we're getting right now is what we're meant to be getting because of the value we add in the world. The more value we add, the more people we serve, whether it's our team, our clients, our family, we get so much back in return by just giving. We get more faster by giving than we do by trying to get. So if you're getting depressed or you're feeling down, your attention is on yourself. It's impossible to go help somebody else and take care of them and serve them and feel down at the same time because you're giving, you're out there in the world making a difference. You get excited when you're sharing and helping people and sharing the wisdom that you've been learning and like be interested in other people and try and help solve their problem because when you solve these people's problems your problems go away. If you're just too busy focusing on your problem you'll be left all alone focusing on your problem. Your problems will disappear when you solve other people's problems. If you solve their health problem, their confidence problem, get excited, bring them to it. See, when you're excited and grateful, you're a magnet. But if you're trying to kid on you're grateful, but really underneath your eyeballs you're feeling, oh, this is too hard. This is you're you're sending the wrong signal. So what problem? What problem is that?
Hmm. So, okay, got it. So, ini kayak jalan keluar pendek gitu. So, because he couldn't seem to work on his problems, what he does is helping his friends with their problem, because even though it doesn't really fix his problem, he feels better because he could help.
Yeah. But the key is if he brings his problems, his friends, to SDI and solve their problems by telling stories and promoting SDI, he'll solve his problems by solving their problems.
Hmm. Ngerti nggak, Nel? Apa butuh diterjemahin?
Not everybody will come, but that's the game, right?
Jadi mungkin konteksnya William mikir kalau ini memang problemnya adalah problem ekonomi kayak gitu atau keuangan. Sebenarnya kamu bisa ketika kamu membawa orang-orang yang punya problem ini ke STI dan kasih mereka lihat bahwa STI bisa memecahkan masalah ini. Sebenarnya kamu nggak cuma memecahkan masalah mereka, tapi juga kamu memecahkan masalah kamu. Sekarang kan banyak banget orang lagi nyari opportunity kan.
So this is why you need to get good at telling the story. Because if your friends got a problem and then you say, let me tell you my story. And then you tell them, my background is this. I'm going in this direction. I'm repeating the mistake. I'm working long time in my business, whatever. And then you choose 3 pain points in your business, 3 things that really you didn't like about your life. And then I found a way. And then you segue into SDI. And now I'm learning this, I've been doing this, and now I'm really excited about the future because I'm working with a team of people who love and support me, and it's just changed my life. Now, if you speak that from your heart, not your head, these people will be going, oh my God, what's that? I want that. That is the access to the business. You need to create the story with the components, and you can have 10 stories, but this story is so important. And if you start doing that, you're going to be a magnet. And you're going to be a magnet because lots of people are looking right now. And the story is a magnet. You're not convincing them of a product. You're not even talking about Usana. You're not trying to convince them about anything. You're just telling your story, and then they're going to be inspired by your story because your story will become emotionally inspiring, and it makes them get inspired by your story. And then when you're telling your story 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, you're going to get lots of people interested in what you're doing. And then you're going to go, oh my God, it's that easy. You need to tell your stories. You need to tell me a story at the right time. If you're talking to a single mom and you tell me a story, oh my God, they'll be like, oh my God, I need to just say, like, what if I get you a meeting with Mia? You need to understand somebody's overweight, you tell them my story, Regina's story. You need to collect all the stories and start looking at all the testimonies and start using stories in your communication. This is the access. People put their wall down and they trust when you're telling a story. And then if you're in the champions group, you can go to a presentation and you can tell your story, and then you're building that muscle. How are you going to get confidence by not getting started? You can't get confidence by thinking about it. Look at Mia. She just keeps taking herself on. She intentionally gets uncomfortable and does another course. She spends her money in upgrading her mindset. She went from fuck you, crazy bitch, to an amazing coach, loving mentor, loyal friend. Before it was like, fuck you, it's all about me. This woman was like so much in a mission to get results, but she wasn't getting results because her beingness was me, me, me. And when she got honest and started dropping the ego and became spiritually grounded and took the coaching, fuck, this woman's just unleashed, man.
Mm.
But she was humble. She got honest with herself, and she got her ego out the road. And there's no shortcut. Anybody who wants success is going to need to be vulnerable and transparent and put your vulnerable story out to the world, not the plastic one. I've got my shit together. That's not real. It's plastic. We all are scared. We all are drowning. You have to tell the truth. People love the truth. And then they get connected because you're real and transparent and vulnerable. You tell them my life sucked. And my life was going this way. And my marriage was going this way. And whatever. And I found another way. And no, wow. People are going to go, I want that. Because their marriage sucks. Their relationship sucks. They don't have influence. They're not making all the money. They're not set themselves up for retirement. So you need to be transparent. You've got a powerful story inside you that you need to put out to the world. And people are just going to go, wow. And every time you say it, you'll feel emotionally moved because you've dropped the wall. You need to be naked and tell the story without caring what people think. And then your results will happen. No faking it. Authentically, here's the pain. Here's my shitty life before. Here where I am now. And this is what I'm grateful for. And I'm going in this direction. And I'm so excited about my future. Because if you keep being authentic, you will unleash yourself and the people around you. The truth sets you free. But you need to be truthful with yourself first. And I feel in this conversation, you're getting to the stage where the reason why it's not working for you is because you're too busy pretending and you're not getting real. Now you're getting real. This is when the game begins. The true game begins. Mia's game didn't go anywhere until she started getting humble. She was just too busy looking good and fucking arrogant and shit. And she wasn't getting anywhere until she got, do you know something? I'm an arrogant bitch. I'm going to own that shit. My life sucks with my kids. I don't have good relationships. I knew it's no like that because her kids respect her because she put her hand up and stopped being this single fighter and started being a team player with her children and amazing relationships. Am I right?
Yeah.
But you had to do the work on yourself to get that result, right, Mia?
Indeed, I was just being reminded of how it all started because this week I am staffing at basic training in Asia work. Oh my god, to see how how I have become from where I was when I did the training, just like
Transformation train.
yeah, doing it as a doing it as the apa sih peserta ya, and now doing it as a staff give a whole different experience. But wow, just wow. Now I understand why you and Nathan has been like insisted that I should do the training. Remember, the more you and Nathan told me to do landmark, the more I say fuck, leave me alone. Now after I experienced that, I feel like I wanna enroll everyone that I love and care because I know how it could change their life.
But that's the key, right? There needs to be trust. If they're not prepared to invest in themselves, how are they going to get successful with the same mindset?
Mm. Mm.
So no, have you done Asia Works?
Yeah, but
So
if
so what do you mean you have a problem with your schedule on a Sunday? You can't be late.
mm,
But here's the thing. So I'm not going to whatever you're dealing with is fine, right? So I'm going to put something out there, and I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you if there's always a solution. There's always a solution if you really, 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 really want a solution. And it might mean you ask for help from somebody else, another leader, to help you. But there's always a solution. But sometimes we don't want to ask for help. That's the reason why we need to do Asia Works. So we find our tongue and we become an influencer. A leader can make things happen. And a leader is also responsible and honors their integrity. So I hear what you're saying. I have an obligation and you're honoring it. And I think that's great because we need to have integrity, right, in what we do. But we can also think outside the box and create a solution where somebody could have helped you for an hour and let you go. And you could have had that, and that. But it's a different mindset and it requires humility and asking for help. Because if you went to another leader and say, look, I've got something that's so important, I've got this course that's going to help me with my family, and it's and I need to do it, but I've got this hour I need to cover. Is there any chance you can help me? I guarantee you've got enough love and respect in your community that somebody would have helped you. Now, I'm just putting it out there, but I'm not making you wrong for the decision you made. It's just a mindset of how can I, not how can I not. And if you build that muscle and you apply that every day in your life, your business would go through the roof because you're in the world of how can I, creativity, not how can I not, roadblock, no thinking, can't see it, blind. See, this course makes you think, how can I? So the blind spot stopped you doing it when that's why you need to do it, so you stop thinking that way. it's a catch. It's a catch 22. So it's no wrong, but there's always a solution. We can arrange. Yeah. Yeah, but if you told them, but here's the problem. Here's the thing. You says you never told them what you were doing. You never communicated. That's why they didn't think it's important. When you turn around and say, "This is what I'm dealing with. This is going to benefit my family. I'm going to be a better leader for the church. This is a one-time thing. I need to." Somebody would have went, "Oh, I got your back, no problem." But you don't. It's called enrolling people.
Hmm. 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 Jadi saat ini nggak bisa ada. Hmm.
Well, that's the only bit I understood, and that's exactly what I says. The last sentence. Yeah. Because if you were in the world of how can I, you're in the world of creativity and possibility, which means you would become a new person with a new mindset. Then you're going to grow. Then you're going to meet all these new friends. They're also going to want to join your business because they're in possibility. So you're going to be surrounded with people in possibility. It's like a gold mine. So you're going to meet more people. You're
Hmm.
going to meet new friends. You're going to have a new view of the way you see the world. You're going to get to see your marriage different because you're investing in the inside. And then guess what happens? When you're aligned fully with what we're doing and get your ego out the road, how fast would your success become? The only thing holding you back is you got some stinking thinking. How do I know that? Because we all have got it. And when we stop doing it and think different, the journey gets easier, more fun, exciting, and you start unleashing yourself from your ego. The only thing holding you back is your judgments, judging yourself, judging others, worrying what people think. This course gets that to go away faster than you will try and do it yourself. The reason why me and Nathan and we've done these courses so many times, and when we started coaching the courses, that's why we're effective as coach. That's why me is effective as a coach, because she wasn't effective before. She was too busy judging and fighting everybody. No, she stopped fighting, and then she's getting great results because she was a fuck you. But she's now got her ego at the road because her ego was screwing up everything she loved. Your ego's screwing up everything you love. You're wasting time. Instead of do the course, yeah, reason, excuse. Fucking 6 months later, still excuses. A year later, still excuses. If you'd done the course when she told you the first time, where would you be right now? take the coaching, be humble, and let her unleash you. Nah. When the moon is aligned and the sun is aligned and Bali's aligned, and then when the lockdown goes away and it's a perfect alignment, and my money's this and my wife's that, then I'm going to do it. Really? You understand? The key is Nike says just do it, man. Stop fucking around.
Let's do it.
We only want you to get unleashed so you get your power. When you do the work and invest in you, you get a return on the investment. It's an investment in your marriage. It's an investment as a father. It's an investment as a business owner. It will change your life because you change the mindset and you don't procrastinate any longer. See, follow the leader. You've got an amazing leader here who loves you and cares for you. You follow her. She'll help you grow together in the team, and you unleash, and then help all the rest of the team unleash. It's no, you're making it harder, and it needs to be. You might use money as an excuse. You might use time as an excuse. It's all excuses, man. Your ego is holding you back from your dreams. And Asia Works helps you bring your ego down and your spiritual awakening up, and then everything gets easier. Is that right, Mia?
Yes. Very true.
Then you get in the real game, the game of get my ego out the road. That's the real game. The ego is judgmental. The ego is competition. The ego is insecurity. The ego is defensiveness. The ego is deflective. The ego is scarcity. It's all designed to keep us down and locked up. So let me ask you another question. Are you on auto order? That's what we said 6 months ago. Same thing again. Money gonna get on the road, no committed, my bills this, and you're not gonna have belief if you're not in the game and on auto order and because if you're on auto order, you will move your ass. If you're not on auto order and there's nothing, you won't get any urgency. You'll fuck around. If you've got products coming in and the money's going back in and you're rotating it, you're going to move your ass and be more intentional. You're not going to get success. I don't know anybody who's successful in Usana who's not on auto order. I don't know anybody. I'm sorry, it just doesn't happen. Because there's no commitment. How can you turn around and tell somebody else to go on auto order and change their life and get healthy if you're not doing it yourself? And you think about this, right? Mia gives her time to you so much, and you're not even on auto order, and she doesn't benefit. She just keeps loving you. You see how loyal she is, even you're not even on auto order. Did you hear me? But do you see how committed she's to you, even though you're not committed yourself? Now, I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty. I'm saying that to make you get honest and straight that if you want to play this game, you need to be committed. You need to be committed to the product, committed to taking the product, feel the energy. It will make you feel good. If you're feeling down, you need supplement to make your energy better. How can you get testimony in a product and start getting excited about breakthrough in a product if you don't take it? How could you be passionate with somebody about the product if you're not taking it? Are you judging me that I'm judging you? Are you judging me that I'm judging you? You don't know what. See, here's what we talked about. Put your true feelings and thoughts on the table. I just put mine on the table. You're holding back. See, you're going, so when I told you that, what did your little voice say behind your eyeballs? You're talking to yourself while I'm speaking. So what when I says to you about the auto order and being committed, and what did you hear, and what did you make it mean?
Hello.
Okay, I get it. So how do you what do you expect to achieve with what we're doing? If Because that's the same conversation we had a year ago, 6 months ago. It's the same conversation. We're just repeating the same conversation. So nothing's improving. Yeah, because why? So why do you think he says go to Asia Works? Because your mindset is repeating the same mistake again and again and again and again and again because your mindset needs to shift. If it doesn't shift, then you're just going to be in the same position in 2 years' time, 5 years' time. You'll be in maybe even a worse position because your mindset needs to change. It's not that you're not capable, it's you're thinking too much. Even in this conversation, I can see you thinking. It's like tick, 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 tick. You're overthinking everything. You're making it more complicated than it is. Now, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. The key is how do I get rid of that so I stop doing that and I get unleashed? Yes? He's doing it again. I'm not saying we're not talking about that anymore. This is a different conversation. You've went back to that. We already discussed this. We don't have a problem. But that's what I'm saying. You're going back to the old conversation. It's not what we're talking about. I don't know why you went back there because we already acknowledged that we're not. We're talking about a completely different subject right now. You've changed the conversation back to that. We're not even on that topic. Which topic are we on?
Udah kelar Noel, soal shower tuh udah kelar. Enggak, sebenarnya yang diomongin sama William adalah komitmen. Komitmen di semua area. Di hidupmu, tentang Asia Work, di Usana, tentang auto order. Kayak gitu. Karena sebenarnya satu-satunya cara mencapai goal adalah dengan komit atas action yang perlu dilakukan gitu. Bahkan itu pun kamu belum komit.
So
Kamu akan
when we, oh, sorry.
Kamu akan ngerti itu di basic training. Hubungannya apa. Jadi kita nggak ngomongin eventnya, tapi sikap.
So when we started this conversation, you says I want to get back to what it was when I was hungry, I was taking lots of energy. That was commitment. You were committed when you got that result. Yes? You understand? Now, if you get committed, fully committed, what do you think you would achieve? Yeah, because you're in the zone. You're in the zone. You're not distracted with things that's not important. You take care of your family, you take care of your income, you'll be fully committed in your sana, and it would change your life 100%. But you need to look at, are you committed, or are you, because how you treat it is how it's going to treat you back. Do you understand? See, right now I'm talking to you, and it really looks like you're just talking to yourself. You're judging, and there's just too much judging going on with you. You're not listening to what I'm saying. You're talking to yourself while I'm speaking to you. Look at me. I'm looking right at you, right? You're having a conversation with yourself while I'm speaking to you, right? Yeah, which means you're not listening because you're talking to yourself while I'm talking. You're talking to yourself about what you think I'm saying. You're not having a conversation. You're not asking any questions. You're just judging and assessing what I'm saying. It's not a conversation. Do you understand? Remember, I'm not your boss. You're your own boss. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you see unleash so you get what you want. The key is, are you going to trust what we're doing with you, or keep thinking too much? I just asked you a question, and you're not answering me. No, I'm talking to you, and you're not answering me. What's going on with you, man? Okay, so if you don't know what I'm saying, ask a question. But you need to communicate. I can't read your mind, and you're not speaking. So if you say, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" Or there's a conversation going on. You're just saying nothing. I'm speaking, and then you're silent, and then I'm speaking, and then you're silent. That's not a conversation. That's not being in the same team, having a conversation, trying to solve your problem. That's you just sitting back, and I'm doing all the push-ups and doing all the work, and you're just sitting back, just staring at me. You're not working with me. You're just it's like it's like a cat in the headlights. So do you get I'm putting this energy into trying to solve your problem. Are you going to help me solve your problem, or do I need to do all the work? Yeah, but so I'm showing you, if you want to get result, you need to be committed. Would you say that's a fair statement? So if you're in a marriage and you're not committed to your marriage, do you think your marriage will be successful? So your son is the same, right? And your mindset, if you're committed to upgrading your mindset, and then you'll get result. When you upgrade the mindset, you upgrade the income, you upgrade the marriage, you upgrade everything gets better because you upgrade, because you invest in yourself. And then you'll make more money, you'll be able to get the product, you will be successful, Usana, because you upgrade yourself. You have to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. You have to grow yourself first. Everything else will get easier. And then you'll see each month it'll just you'll get it gets easier. So are you going to do Asia Works in April? Fantastic. That's great. Just focus on that. Don't worry about what you done last month or the month before. Just focus on what you're going to do next. Don't make yourself wrong. I done this, I know done this. Just start looking at, am I committed, and am I going to raise my commitment? Because if you raise your commitment, I guarantee everything will change because you're committed. You can't get success with no commitment. Yes? You imagine that the Olympic athlete wants to get gold medal at the Olympics but doesn't go to training, or doesn't get more focused or committed. And I'm not saying you need to attend all the trainings. There's too many trainings. So I told Regina that we need to start reducing the amount of trainings. So we're going to modify what we're doing. But your job right now is get committed and grow yourself, and this year will be amazing. But you just upgrade the mindset. And forgive yourself for the past. Clean slate, start again. No guilt, no blame, no judging. What do you reckon? Do you understand? Okay, so just let's create the game of taking yourself to the next level, and look at how can I raise my commitment. Because once you make the decision, I'm all in and committed, you don't need to keep making the decision. You make it once. If you make it, oh, am I committed this week or not? Next week or not? And then it's not too many decisions. Okay, well, have a chat with me, and then let's create a plan. And then Asia works next month, and invest in yourself. I think it will be amazing for you. Okay, Doc. You're welcome, brother. Good fun. You're welcome. All the best. Okay, I'll see you soon. You're welcome. Okay, take care. Bye.